Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Now, for this episode, I would like to talk about an obscure animated movie from Golden Films. For those who don't know, Golden Films is an American production studio founded in 1988 by Diane Eskenazi. The studio has produced a variety of animated film adaptations of classic fairy tales known collectively as the Enchanted Tales series, which were originally distributed by Sony Wonder. And while most of these films are cheaper and non-violent animated knockoffs of films that either Disney or Don Bluth were releasing during the time, today, I'd like to share my thoughts on one of their rare original stories. So, released to home video on June 23rd, 1996, the movie is Princess Castle. So, like a lot of 7-year-old girls out there, Claire dreams of being in a faraway land. One day, when her mom is out for a job interview, she is left in charge looking after her little sister, Caitlyn. When the two sisters find a secret door under the stairs, inside, Claire and Caitlyn find an enchanted trunk, a magical locket, and an invitation that whisks them away to a magical kingdom. There, they meet a young prince named Anthony, the son of Queen Emma. They discover that her evil sister, Queen Carlotta, is looking for the magical locket, and when Caitlyn is captured by the queen, Claire and Anthony must disguise themselves to save Caitlyn and the Enchanted Kingdom from Carlotta's evil spell. So, what do I think of the movie? Well, to me, this was a very enchanting and interesting movie. And I consider this as one of Golden Films' worthy movies. But to further explain why I love this film, let's move on to Mustang notes. Now, when I was little, my first experience with Golden Films was watching The Jungle King at my grandmother's house. And that was an okay movie, but over the years, thanks to YouTube, I was introduced to other Golden Film movies like The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, their first version of Beauty and the Beast, Anastasia, along with Tarzan of the Apes, The Prince and the Pauper, Treasure Island, and The Night Before Christmas. Plus, I'm surprised that Golden Films collaborated with Hallmark to make this, and with Good Times Entertainment to make this. But I'll get to that during the holiday season. Anyway, in the case of Princess Castle, I managed to first find it on YouTube during the summer of 2014, not long before I went on my vacation in Washington, D.C. with YMCA's New Horizons. And, in my opinion, while the animation is kind of cheap, and it is mostly aimed for younger children, the movie's story is written very cleverly, and the animation is kind of smooth and well colored. Also, to me, the Enchanted Kingdom that Claire and Caitlyn journey through is very beautifully drawn out, and several characters are pretty well designed. Plus, the titular castle is very enchanting, though part of it kind of makes me think of Disney's Beauty and the Beast, with several objects being alive. Plus, there are a few flaws, like some of the dialogue is kind of random from some of the enchanted objects and the crocodiles, or immature from Carlotta's guards. Also, I noticed that there was a bit of minor animation color errors. But on a positive side, some of my favorite parts in this movie is the flashback scene, the rescue scene, and the final climax. Plus, I like that the movie uses music from the Nutcracker and the Sleeping Beauty ballets for the ball scenes. And speaking of music, this movie includes 2 enchanting musical numbers. First, there's Wherever You Go, which is a lullaby song sung by Claire and Anthony, who are disguised as minstrels, while singing Caitlyn to sleep. In my opinion, this song has such a sweet melody, and the visuals of the 3 kids on a giant dove flying past the moon, soaring through the clouds, and over the ocean is very beautiful and breathtaking. However, while this song is meant to be a lullaby, at the same time, it kind of feels like a romance song. Also, I found it pretty funny that it put Carlotta's incompetent guards to sleep. Then there's Wish Upon a Dream, which is sung while Queen Emma and the rest of her kingdom celebrate a royal ball in honor of Claire becoming the new princess. To me, this song is very enchanting, and I like where Claire and Anthony dance, and when they ride in a flying carriage above a magical rainbow. Also, I think this movie's story is not only enchanting and, well, heartwarming, but it's also well written and well executed. And now let's move on to the characters and some of their voice actors. Let's begin with our main character, Claire, whom I think is voiced by Debbie Derryberry. Anyway, to me, Claire is a very imaginative 7-year-old girl, plus she has a very big responsibility to watch over her little sister Caitlyn. Also, I think Claire is brave and clever while attempting to rescue Caitlyn and Queen Emma. Plus, I kinda like that she dreams of being a princess and living in a castle, which was pretty cute in my opinion. Next we have Claire's baby sister, Caitlyn. In my eyes, while she has a habit of wandering off and getting lost, I think Caitlyn is an adorable child, and I like that she looks up to Claire. Plus, like most children her age, Caitlyn loves puzzles. Speaking of which, I like when Caitlyn saves the day by putting the Dream Sapphire in a small hole in the center of the Great Hall, which miraculously defeats Carlotta and breaks her evil spell in the castle. Next we come to Prince Anthony, voiced by Cam Clark, who you may remember as Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. He also got to be in The Little Mermaid 2, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and Kingdom Hearts 2. Anthony first meets the girls after rescuing them from Carlotta's guards. To me, Anthony is smart, responsible, a good horse rider, and I like that he's, well, able to survive on his own. Plus, his hideout is very breathtaking and creative. Also, I like that Anthony joins up with Claire to help rescue Caitlyn and his mother Emma from Carlotta. Speaking of which, next we come to Queen Emma. In my eyes, Emma is a good-hearted, sweet, and beautiful queen, and she's also very protective of her son, his new friends, and the Dream Sapphire. Also, I thought it was very sweet when Emma made Claire a princess as gratitude for saving her kingdom. Finally, we come to the evil Queen Carlotta, voiced by Mona Marshall, who got to be in the Fred Calvert version of The Thief and the Cobbler, along with Fly Me to the Moon, and son of the mask. In my eyes, Carlotta is an arrogant, greedy, selfish brat who's willing to do whatever it takes to be queen. So, not only does she have, well, her sister Emma imprisoned, but she also places a dark spell over the castle. Also, Carlotta kidnaps Caitlyn and plans to raise her as her own daughter. But her real evil plan is to get her hands on the Dream Sapphire in order to expand her evil powers and rule over all mankind. And now for my final words. Overall, Princess Castle is a charming movie from Golden Films. The animation is kind of cheap, but it's still smooth and colorful. The story was well paced, amusing, enchanting, and touching. The songs are very sweet to listen to. The main protagonists, Claire, Caitlyn, and Anthony, are very likable, including Queen Emma. And Carlotta is a real, convincing, but bratty villain. Plus, the voice acting is very solid, while some dialogue can be random and immature. Still, if you want to watch a fairy tale movie that's pretty original and has some decent writing, then by all means, give this movie a watch. I give this film a 96% out of 100. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me next time as we take a look at an underrated Muppet movie from the mid-90s, Mustang Power.